Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? This is your boy Food Junkie just coming at you with a little video. Now, hope everyone had a great week. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a good night's sleep. My sleep was great. My week was great. Everything with me has been cool. I like it. You know what I'm saying? No complaints. But if I did have a complaint, who cares? You know what I'm saying? I just have to deal with it. So let's get this thing started. What's up, baby? How you doing? Um, so the title. You know what I'm saying? Something I forgot what it was. I just wrote it, but I'm kind of frustrated. Yesterday I had to address Ray Ellen because she mentioned my name in accordance with a lawsuit that she filed several years ago. Let's be clear. I addressed Ray Ellen yesterday solely because she mentioned my name in accordance to a lawsuit she filed on 6 people several years ago. And she named me as one of 6 people that she was talking about. She gave the reference to why she did it as to, and I say reference as to why she did it because we were on a panel talking. And the people that was on that panel talking was myself, Deanna, Shantastic, James Caldwell, and on-site April. By my mathematical counting, that's 5 people. Then she also mentioned the 6th person, which was Rita. So if you're saying that you had to file paperwork on 6 people and you name 6 people, and my name is one of those people that you listed or named in accordance to a lawsuit that you filed and dismissed, the logical conclusion is that you filed paperwork on me. Now, am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I stupid? Is my logic not comprehending? That's when my comprehension skills come into play. You don't have to outright say, yes, food junkie, I filed papers against you. If Shan got a phone call from the court system or from the police department or whatever case may be, Deanna got visitors to her home. You outright said James and Rita, but you said 6 people. See, my thing is this. I'm not upset at all as far as mad. I'm irritated as fuck because I don't play these stupid ass childish ass games. Whatever you're going to do, whatever that you think that you can do it. Now, I'm not going combing through your videos. You're not getting your channel built up and numbers based on with me. So I'm not going to watch every video that you do. I'm not going to comb through your videos to figure out what you're talking about. At the point that you mention me, my name, my likeness, in accordance with a lawsuit, at that point, I was then tagged in. You tagged me in. Yes, I asked you to don't mention my name, to leave me alone, to stop. But when you start talking about lawsuits and why you answer and you're answering James' question, and you trying to clarify, and then my name comes up, I'm right back in there. I'm confused as to what you're confused about. Yes, I called you every name I thought of at that point yesterday. There's a whole bunch more that I can call you. There's a whole bunch of more conversations that we could have. I don't want to talk to you. I don't give a fuck about talking about you. You are an irrelevant person to me. Your relevance is only perpetuated by the fact that you got ousted by Club Chat and Sean Bradley. I'm confused as to why you don't understand that. The only reason why you're relevant to this point, to this day, because you chose to come out here and say, oh, I'm no longer part of the club chat, leave me alone. If you didn't say that, you wouldn't be relevant, at least to me. See, I'm not gonna pull a D Ramsey and say without him you'll be nobody. I don't know who you are, and I don't give a who you are. I don't care who you are, what you've done, what you're doing. It was brought to my attention that you are no longer with that organization, that cult, as you call it, as per you. And the funny thing is that I didn't even watch your video, the whole video. I think I probably watched maybe 2 minutes of it. And it was so much minutia in those 2 minutes of that video that you had my name in the title that I hit my button. You see how I came right to the point? How I'm talking to you about what pissed me off, what irritates me, what, you know what I'm saying, bothers me about what you did. There's no me lagging along, trailing along, trying to pull up numbers. Get to the point, say what the fuck you said. If you're gonna answer the question, answer the question. Why? What is it that I did that had you put papers on people, on me? Because I was part of a conversation, I was part of a discussion, I was in a certain place that you didn't like. Then the question is, how many times were you in places where I was being discussed in a negative way? How many times have you been in situations talking about me? And also, did you assist on old boy with trying to get me arrested when I was visiting my family? See, those are the questions that I'm interested in. Anything else you talk about is minutia. Anything else you trying to extract from your loins and from your voice box and from your thought patterns is irrelevant to me. I like to streamline shit. So therefore, there is no confusion whatsoever about what is being said. And what I said, there is no confusion about what I said. I don't fuck with you. I don't like you. You are a malignant cyst on the society's ass. You are ridiculous. And every time I watch a video of yours or see a video of yours, it's always go back and watch my videos. If you looked at my videos, no one has time for that. No one has time for this delusional ass individual who addresses every single minute point that makes no sense but don't address the issues. The issue is you chose to come out here and say, you know, on Club Chat. You chose to continue to be on here raising hell, causing shit, harassing people. I'm not Sean. You're not going to run me off and hide my channel. You're not going to sit here and say whatever you want to say and everyone else be quiet. You mentioned me. I'm responding to you mentioning me and talking about how I feel about how you mentioned me and what context you mentioned me. I stopped talking about you. I'm talking about the fact that you mentioned me in accordance with a lawsuit that you filed several years ago. That's why I'm back in this situation. See, where's your comprehension skills? Where's your logical thinking coming to a conclusion? But the fact that you're delusional, you can't do that. You think, oh, he mentioned me, so let me mention him. No, that's not how this goes. You mentioned me first in accordance with a lawsuit. And now I responded to that. And your response to my response is, oh, you talking, I'm talking, I ain't gonna be quiet. That's not how this works. Now with me, it's not, because I said, this is the last time I addressed you yesterday. I'm addressing you today, and I'm done with you. At this point, whatever you're going to do it. If you think you have some reason or ground to file charges, put out injunctions, and things of that nature, please do it. But what you don't understand, an injunction goes both ways. Lawsuits and charges goes both ways. Because I guarantee you that one conversation that you said I was a part of 3, 4, 5 years ago does not compare to the numerous conversations and situations that you have been in involving me in a not so good light. See, you're this litigious individual. I know you heard of clean hands, right? In order for you to go to court and your case have something to stand on, you must come in there with clean hands, which means that you must truly be a victim. You cannot be the aggressor. You cannot be the instigator. You cannot be someone who has started something and don't like the outcome, so let me run to the court system with it. You can't sit up here and start stuff, talk stuff, be a part of stuff, don't like the outcome of it, and then use the court as a way to exact your revenge. Use the court as a way to resolve your grievances that you started. Raylan, I never, well, I won't say never because I can't, that can be proven wrong, but I very rarely mention you. Even back then, I very rarely mentioned you. Have I been in places that your son was discussed? Yes, I was. I will be there again. You can't stop and control what I do. I'm a grown ass man. You can't even control what the fuck your son does. Or can you? See, your problem is that you want control. Control yourself. Control your household. Control your family. You would never have control over me. I would never be an individual that any individual that I don't know have influence onto me. You can't influence me to be quiet. You can't influence me to where I go and what I say and what I say when and what I do when I'm there. You can't even influence the people that was in your household. So how is it that you think that you're going to control a grown-ass independent man who don't need you for nothing? See, the real question, the gist of all this, the genesis of all this right now is the fact that you're out here talking shit to people who have nothing to do with you. When the reality of it is, you need to be addressing Sean and what the fuck going on over there. Or not. Addressing me, addressing Deanna, addressing James, addressing Shantastic. Calling out Rick's name every once in a while. Those things don't get you the resolve that you need. Because the resolve that you need, the resolve that you require is to still be part of that whole situation over there, that cult, as you called it. That's where your pain is coming from. Your pain is coming from the fact that you still want to be part of something. And you would take it any way you can. If I've been cussed out by everyone that I address, I will stop addressing people. It doesn't make you, it doesn't show that you're weak. See, that's the problem. You're so delusional, so simple-minded, so stupid that you think that because you're addressing someone who has addressed you, it makes you strong, makes you look well. No, it makes you look sick as fuck. Because you're addressing all these people was not, and when they come back to address you, you think you can play the old feeble lady card. No, that doesn't work. You're not going to keep on fucking with people. So that's what you're doing. Mentioning people in accordance to lawsuits and things. So anytime I want to address you, I could. And it will go back to asking the question, why would you mention my name when talking about suing 6 people or taking 6 people to court all in one day and researching? Research for what? You can call it research all you want to. The reality of it is doxing. That's what you're doing. You're not researching anything. For what point? What point? And I'm not talking about what QB said. Fuck QB. Fuck that video you made according to QB. I'm asking you, human to human, person to person, adult to adult. What did Food Junkie do to Ray Allen? Why was Food Junkie's name mentioned in accordance to a lawsuit that you filed? And why didn't it go anywhere? See, those are the questions that I need answered. Right now, I really don't care about the answers right now. Because like I said, it's frustrating talking to someone who can't comprehend, who don't understand, who's seeking attention, or who think that arguing back and forth, fighting back and forth is going to get them the attention that they need. If you're lonely, say I'm lonely. But I forgot you have this big old huge life. I can't tell. Your life is contingent on people arguing with you online. See, that's where the high level of comprehension comes from, or come in, I should say. You don't have to tell me you're lonely. You're showing me that you're lonely as fuck. You're showing me that you're desperate as fuck. You're showing me that you want to be accepted. You're showing me that you're upset because you're not accepted. And you've been showing all of us for a while. That's the problem. And you're upset because we see it. We sense it. We understand it. Well, actually, we don't understand it. We understand where all this third party anger is coming from. All this third party obsession is coming from. And you know I don't fuck with Sean, but I understand why he left your fucking ass alone. If you're doing this to us and we don't have any kind of contact with you, I can only imagine what you were doing with him and that group. The little bit that you did with me prior to me leaving from over there was too much for me. And years of that, yeah. But the problem is, you and him are so intertwined into the mess that y'all done together that if you tell on him, you have to tell on yourself. And if he tells on you, truly tells on you, he has to truly tell on himself. So in order for you to get your rocks off in the arena of arguing, fussing, and fighting and trying to intimidate someone, you're trying to pick and choose me, James, Deanna, Shan, Rita, and on site. Those are the names that you named. Those are the people that you pointed out. Now, if I was a part of that group, all you have to say was, Food Junkie, I don't know why you're mad. It wasn't even about you. Yeah, I said you was part of that conversation, was not, but I didn't do anything with you. But I didn't get that far in the video to even find out what you said or why you said it, because I don't have time to sit here and listen to some whiny, complaining ass individual. Get to the fucking point. Were Is it the same thing that you said I did that caused you to put a lawsuit or papers, I should say, on my name that you did with Sean for years? So should I be running out there putting papers on your name? But the difference between you and I is I'm not some thin-skinned ass individual who can't stand for someone to mention my name or to talk about me and or plot against me. Because I am truly a child of God. No weapon formed will ever harm me. And if it happens to touch me, I understand that there's a lesson that I need to learn and grow from. See, that's why I repeatedly say I'm different. I don't look at things that happen to me as, oh Lord, why me? I look at things as, oh, why not me? What can I learn from this? What is the lesson in what happened? And the lesson in this bullshit is stay away from delusional ass old people, no matter who they are, or how articulate they are, or how seemingly right in their mind they want to portray themselves to be. That's my lesson in this. When you see something, walk away from it, move away from it. Don't address it because they want attention. This is your all the videos you make is a commercial for your channel. All these things that you say that you do and all the things that you say that you are, it's great that you think that. The delusion of grandeur that you have for yourself, that's great for you. Based on your behavior, based on your actions, past, present, and future, I'm safe to say no one will ever see you as somebody that is great. Based on the words that you say, once again, here comes this comprehension again that you mentioned within the first couple minutes of your video. Based on the fact that you said only 3 people truly know you in your life, have ever known you in your life, you think it's cute to be a closed book? You think it's good to be tight-lipped? You think it's good to hide who you are from the world? And I'm not talking about your YouTube persona. I'm talking about your real life persona. Because you stated that only 3 people in your life have ever known you at your mature age of 70 plus. Only 3 people that truly get you. That's to me, that's sad. That tells a very sad story, a very lonely story of a 70-plus-year-old individual. That tells me why a 70-plus-year-old individual ran to YouTube. That tells me that a 70-plus-year-old person has no connection in the real world. That's why they choose to focus all their energy and time and efforts to try to intimidate and uplift and themselves, I should say, not uplift anybody else, uplift themselves. And they go through these extraordinary situations and circumstances and efforts to garner some type of connection with people online. Because you don't have it in your real life. All this fulfillment that you say you have now doesn't negate the fact that you said only 3 people have ever known you truly in your real life, and one is dead. One's a pervert. And let you tell the one's blowing your back out every night. I'm just saying, that's where the extraordinary comprehension comes into play. When I say, I hear what you don't say, I see what you try not to show. Based on what you've shown us, based on what you said, based on how you behaved, I have the complete picture of a lonely ass individual. I'm just saying. What you need, well, sorry, now I don't, I really stopped caring weeks ago. But what you should have done, if you wanted some relevance, some sustainability, some legs to stand on, is come out here with that initial video you made about I'm not Club Chat anymore. Lay it all out. What he did, what you did, why y'all not together anymore. But you want a back and forth with someone. You want the fight with someone. You want the argument with someone. It doesn't matter who you have it with. You will reach back from years ago to bring forth old grievances. And you want people to sit here and just let you do that. You want me to sit up here and allow you to say, yes, I filed papers on Food Junkie and I'm supposed to sit back, be quiet. Where do they do that at? I know at is a preposition, so I shouldn't have it as the end of a sentence, but where do they do that at? I'm confused. See, that's what my frustration comes from. It's not anger, baby girl, at all, because I don't know you well enough or at all for me to be angry with you. I'm confused, I'm frustrated, and I'm irritated as fuck with you. Not even with you, with your behavior and how you have behaved over the course of you being ousted. See, I want you to live up to the 70-year-old intelligent individual that you want us to believe that you are. I want you to live up to your potential at your ripe old age of 70 plus. That had the intelligence enough to go back to school so they could get some kind of legal expertise so they could defend their perverted son. I want you to live up to that potential. But you're wasting it on petty grievances. You're wasting it on the fact that you can't sit here and answer a question. I don't care if you talk slow, but when you're speaking, it must be able to make sense. I must be able to comprehend what you're talking about and decipher what you're saying so it can make sense for me. And in those 2 minutes, I couldn't. And I'm not going to sit here and listen to a 20-minute video of being confused and pissed off and whatever. I'd rather just come here to address you and let you know whatever you're going to do with me, involving me, I'll be waiting patiently. Because I know, as well as you have no legs to stand on when regarding me or anyone in that matter of fact. Us discussing or being part of a discussion or being in proximity to a discussion about legal facts, legal findings, printed words, printed conclusions, closure of cases, cases involved, cases open, evidence presented, verdicts being rendered, does not make us liable of anything but having a conversation or being present in a conversation. Because if that makes us liable, it also makes you liable for doing those exact same things. You fail to realize, sweetheart, all this talking you doing, all this communication that you're doing, all these droppings of T's that you think you're doing, let's take it off of me for a moment. Let's take it off of me for a moment. I did watch our video where you addressed James' question. You still didn't address what he did in order for you to put paperwork on him. Hmm? You never addressed what he physically did, what he actually did. You never, when you mentioned my name, Shan's name, on-site April's name, Deanna's name, and Rita's name, I don't care that you put papers on people. The question I have is why? Is the why? Why did you do it? What was your modus operandi? What was the MO? What was the purpose behind doing it? What was the outcome that you wanted to have happen? Because it's funny to me, if I do recall, at that time, you was deep into the cult. So was all this paperwork done on behest of Sean Bradley? And you just tried to weave it into your feelings being hurt? Because we talk about a pervert that you bore? I'm confused. The whole shit with you and Skillet. I can believe her, although she's a liar as well, but I can believe her over you. Because she may be a little irate, a little bit of woo, but she admits when she does shit. You never do. You're always deflecting, trying to distract, thinking that you're smarter than an average elderly person. You're not. You're definitely not smarter than me. You're definitely not smarter than an average bear, baby. You're not smarter than me. I told you that yesterday. You're not. You're never going to be. You never was. I promise you that. I promise you. Even the fact that you're trained at something, and I can poke holes in what you're trained in, what you've been trained in for 30 plus years, or however long you've been a paralegal or had this legal expertise. I can sit here and point holes in it with no legal formal training, and I can dismantle your case left and right without even trying. Imagine if I went into the legal journals and started looking up case numbers and situations was not how embarrassing I can make you feel. That's what I mean by you're not smarter than me. Very few people are that I've seen. A lot of people can yell louder, cuss more, drag better, roast better. But when you pull out all that and I choose to decipher what the fuck you say, you will look crazy. So yes, I welcome you doing whatever it is that you think that you're going to do with me. I just have a few questions. I'll let you know the right. Let me show how smart I am and how confident in what I'm saying. Ray Allen, I'm so confident in what I'm saying and the small case that I just gathered in the past couple of days. I'm gonna give you the questions that you have answers for. Because I don't know. I will be the defendant, so I don't have to show you anything. You prosecute without. You have to show me what you have, so I can defend myself against it. But let me ask you the question that I will ask you if I'm ever drawn somewhere, having to protect myself legally. What initially happened? What did I do personally? What I said, was it truth or was it a lie? Could this information be found in public records? Is there is there a reasonable doubt that what was discussed false or true? At what point did you get offended? Did you ever ask me to stop? Where were you at during that time? Who were you with during that time? Was there a grievance with a third party that you were protecting at that time involving me? Have you ever sat in places and spaces where I was being discussed in a negative manner? Have you ever solicited or voluntarily, because you were a voluntary cult member, have you voluntarily gave information, false information, to have false charges put against me? And have you ever sat in places where I was being discussed in a negative manner? What makes it different for you to do it than for me to do it? You see how I'm breaking this down? I want you to get your ducks in a row, because when you come to me and come with me, I need you to be as on point as possible, because I don't like winning because someone is incompetent. I like winning because I gave you every opportunity to stop. I'm asking you to stop. I don't need any more videos from you, slow talking, dragging, and trying to distract. I just need you to either go forward or stop. Go forward with emotions, go forward with injunctions, go forward with everything you want to go with, or stop. Involving food junkie, those are the only two choices that you have. You play with Sean, put the little cease and desist on him. You play with Deanna, you play with James, you play with Shan, you play with Nika. I'm not Nika, sorry. You play with Rita, you play with Shan. Play with all them on site. Don't play with me. I don't play the same way. And there's nothing against anyone that I mentioned, but I don't play like everybody else. I told y'all, everyone don't play the same game the same way. I'm quiet quite often for a reason. Because when I do get involved, I get involved. I'm already prepared from jump anyway. Another question I will ask you: have you ever sent me unsolicited information on people? Unsolicited. What's up on the other side of 40, baby? How you doing? I'm just saying, based on those few questions that I just read off the top of my head, imagine what I could do if I actually had some research behind me. If I actually did some research and actually went through my archives and my emails and asked other people to go through their archives and their emails involving you. What type of evidence that I will have against you that I would drag into that courtroom, then I would drag you up out of that courtroom and then file charges against you. I'm confused. Leave me out of it. Don't mention my name. I don't care if I have a huge part of the story. If you're not going to tell me what you done with Sean involving me, because I know you done it. I know you've done it. You know you've done it. Because all Rihanna got is time. She's the older person. So all she got is time to do her research and file charges against people. That's why he's quiet now. Because he know what you could do when you are in your bag and you think that you're right. I know you dead ass wrong. That's I have no fear whatsoever about what you're talking about. I invite you to do whatever it is that you think you're going to do with me. Let anyone that you want to listen to my entire two videos, yesterday and this one. Yes, yesterday I cussed your ass out. I sure the fuck did. I sure did. But even that was in response to you mentioning the fact that I was one of 6 people that you filed papers on previously. The confusion comes from you. The lack of integrity comes from you. The lack of comprehension comes from you. All you ever say is, go back to my video and reverse to my video. Girl, no one, this ain't a fucking commercial for you. YouTube should not be a legal infomercial from you. You're not going to catch any clients this way. Whatever you think you're doing, I don't care what you do. Don't involve me unless you're going to involve me. And if you do involve me, make sure that your ducks are in a row. Make sure that everything that you say and do is pristine, on point. I don't care what court justice you have, what Supreme Court you have. If that shit is not right, I'm going to dismantle it. That's where the comprehension comes in. That's where the highly intelligent individual comes in and loves to play. I love playing those type of games. I love a good puzzle that I can dismantle and until I told you so. Because you're dead as wrong. See, what you don't realize, Ray Allen, let me just give you my closing argument right quick. From onset, from the beginning, she was wrong. From the beginning, she walked into this courtroom, Your Honor, with dirty hands. From the beginning, she didn't have a leg to stand on. One, because what was discussed that offended her so was factual. I've never looked up anything. I never researched anyone. What offended her so is the fact that it was out and it was being discussed. And she has every right to protect her child. I don't deny that. But at what point do you protect a pervert? To what means, to what ends would you protect a pervert? A cancer on society, a convicted sexual offender, someone on the sexual offenders list. At what point and to what means are you going to protect that individual? To silence what was done. I have proven, based on documentation from court clerks, from newspapers, that she has been harassing people for years on this subject. She's been trying to squash this subject for years. At what point is she going to realize that it happened and is not going to go away? So she wants to drag everyone that she thinks has a voice or had an opinion about what happened into court, thinking she can threaten and tie up the court's time on this nonsense on a case that has already been adjudicated. I'm here to let her know it stops today. It stops now. She has no choice but to deal with it and whatever has happened from what her son did, or to continue to waste the court's time with this nonsense. Because that's what this is, Your Honor. It's nonsense. She can play all these games that she want to play, harass as many people as she want to harass, but the bottom line, the genesis of it is, her son was convicted by a court of law of sexual misconduct. It was discussed. It will be discussed. And it will be forever a permanent stain on his image and hers. People are not going to be quiet because she's offended. People are not going to be quiet because she chooses to think that her son is some sweet angel. That's her baby. While he may be her baby, he's also a convicted sexual predator. And no matter how embarrassed she is, how mad she gets, how many people she calls who try to crush it, it's still out there. And I showed you the proof. newspaper articles, YouTube articles, court documents. And not to say she's doing the same thing she's so offended that someone else is doing. She's sitting in groups and in chats and situations talking negatively about someone else, sending other people's information, doing doxing. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? All of a sudden, she's the victim. When I presented proof of her being a victimizer. That's where her son learned it from. Two different types of crimes, but both crimes nonetheless. A crime of integrity and a sexual crime. And she wondered why he turned out the way he turned out. That's my closing case. That's my closing argument. Now tell me where's the lie at. Tell me where's the lie. See, I don't have to lie. I don't have to do pretty colors and do things. That I do that with paint and fabric, with food. That's why my creativity comes in. But sitting here telling the truth as I know it to be, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Exactly. The truth of it, Your Honor. That's the truth of it, Your Honor. That's the truth of it. There's nothing you can say about that. You know, it's crazy. You know, like I said, y'all don't know who I am. Like y'all don't know what I do. What person's gonna show up? It could be the ignorant person that will cuss your motherfucking ass out and fight you within a drop of a dime, or it could be a person that's extremely professional and articulate who can express themselves, and anyone in between those two. You don't know that. Leave me alone. I'm telling you, people, leave me alone. I'm boring. I don't mind being boring. I'm comfortable being boring. I'm comfortable with people thinking that I'm not entertaining. I'm comfortable with all that. I don't need anyone on YouTube to tell me that I'm somebody, that I'm smart, I'm kind, I'm important. I don't need that. A lot of y'all need that. A lot of y'all need that. A lot of y'all need someone to tell you you are smart, you are kind, you are important. You're attractive. You look good. You smell good. Your clothes look good. You got great fashion sense. I don't need that. I know who the fuck I am. I know how I walk in the world, in the real world. I know how I walk in the world. I know how I present myself to the world. Even on my dress down days, even when I'm walking around in sweats and a t-shirt. It's not what I have on, it's who I am. It's what comes through, it's my aura, it's my essence of confidence that gets me, that propels me to where I am. So I can sit back and let people talk shit if they want to. Think you dragging, girl, you ain't dragging nobody, you dragging yourself. But with this situation, what's not, I want someone to understand, I don't play the same way that everybody else plays. Leave me out of it. Or don't. But go full force. Go full force. If you think you have a realistic case involving me because I'm part of a conversation several years ago and I'm addressing you today because you brought it up. Like I said, I didn't even know. I think yesterday I was shocked. I think yesterday I was shocked that you mentioned me involving a lawsuit because I was part of a conversation on a panel on YouTube. It really is jarring. Because how many of us are part of conversations or in situations here on YouTube in this sector where someone's being discussed not in a favorable light? And we may have an opinion about that. So what you're telling me, crazy lady, I'm calling you crazy because it's crazy to me. It's crazy because I can't decipher. I can't legally or emotionally, mentally, spiritually wrap my mind around it. Opposed to coming out here and saying, my feelings are hurt. I'm offended by what was said. Can you please not have that conversation? You would email me people's personal information about them, doxing them, but you can email me and say, Food Junkie, the conversation y'all had the other night kind of offended me. See, I can respect that. And I want to be like, oh, you know what, baby girl, it's not, I mean, we were just discussing what was out there. And if it offends you, I would no longer be part of that conversation. Me taking responsibility for myself. But now, fuck it. It is what it is. You went as far as trying to destroy my life in real life. Once again, you're another person on here, another bitch on here who tried to get the court system involved into my life for no reason. And was part of a cult to do it. What's up, 3 Hubbies, baby? How you doing? I don't want to be bothered by nobody. Leave me alone. Everyone, leave me the fuck alone. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I'm not trying to have connections outside of YouTube that I already have. And that's been years. When I tell y'all, I see how y'all befriend and defriend people. It's not that me trying to be uppity and no. I truly watch how y'all befriend each other and how y'all defriend each other. Everything is because a lot of people on here have not had any attention before. I'm serious. It sounds like, oh, he's just being, no, I'm dead ass serious. I'm being dead ass right now. A lot of this shit that goes on in these groups and these situations is because a lot of y'all are lacking of self. It really is. Hate to put it so bluntly, hate to be so forthcoming with it, but y'all need to hear it. I see it. That's why I don't talk to everybody. That's why I don't go everywhere. I'm not going to over to a QB situation. Why would I listen to someone who's poverty stricken about anything? You can't even list your way out of your situation right now. Why would I go over to XYZ's panel to listen to them talk shit about A and B? Y'all can't even come together with yourself to get out of your situation, to get out of a boarding house. And when you do finally get out of somewhere, you have to make a goddamn wish list to furnish your lifestyle while talking shit about somebody else not having anything. Come on now. That's not how I live. That's not what I do in real life. I'm one of the only few people in real life who actually have a real life. And people that I fuck with deep, hard, James, Rick, Deanna, or some of the other people, few people who have a life outside of this YouTube shit. No offense to anybody, but a lot of these content creators and these new content creators, y'all don't got shit going on for yourselves in real lives. That's why y'all do the shit y'all do on here. This old lady, 70 plus years old, wants to believe that she got shit going on. You don't. Because you're constantly too focused on the bullshit that goes on here that you created, that you are a part of. I would say what's going on right now for you is your karma. It's not your karma. It's of your own doing. It's your own will. Just like you was a willing cult member, you are a willing individual in all the shit that you're going through right now. Because you have a choice to stop. You have a choice to not pursue every little situation. Why do you want to be tough? So now you tough granny now? Now you the tough old bitch on the block? I gave you your problem. I said, yeah, we know Ray Ellen's not weak. Good job, girl. You got all your faculties. Now use them. You have all of your faculties. Great. Good job. You're a fully functioning individual. Got all your cognitive skills, all the things all your motor skills. I hope, I think, I pray. Now use them to walk the fuck away and move the fuck on. At least with me. Like, I'm confused. What is it that you're trying to prove? Oh, wait, you say something, I'm gonna say something. Girl, this, if I don't stop, because I said this is the last time I will be addressing you if you are not going to clearly articulate the problem you have or had with me. Quickly. Hurry up. Jump to it. Because I'm not going to sit here, or not, because I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. I'm not going to pull a Jay Wilson and Tim Blaine. I'm not going to put a you versus Deanna. I'm not doing that. And it's not even, because Deanna is only addressing you because you're addressing her. You can't control people from doing and saying what they want to do and say. I'm confused by that. Like, I don't get what's all these control issues. You can even control your son's urges. And now I'm going to find out he's part of some type of porn situation too? Yes, he's a sexual fucking deviant. He is a sexual deviant. I don't give a fuck if you're mad or not. That's sexual deviancy. It's sexual deviancy. From the lotion on the skin to the damn porn site that he's attached to. It don't matter how long ago it was. It's a pattern of behavior. If you do a pattern of behavior of serial killers, there's a map that is followed. Isolated. Antisocial. Violent behavior. Killing small animals. Killing animals. There's a pattern of behavior that leads to them to be able to map out the mindset of a serial killer. Just like there's a mindset of what is mapped out, what you can consider a sexual predator is, a sexual deviant is. And thus far, your son, based on your information that you put out here, that you presented, that you were trying to quote unquote defend, has a lot of those things going on the road to sexual deviancy, on the road to sexual perversions, manipulation, lying. That's it. Like, come on now. I told people this story at work. They were like, oh my God, that's disgusting. Why is she defending that? Son or not? And these are women, older women, who's not delusional, who have kids. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, what's your end game, Ray Allen? What's your end game? Because no one's talking about you unless you're talking to them. I know I'm not. I came out here with, Ray Allen left club chat. That was a story. All this extra shit that you bringing up is not the story. That's a deflection and distraction. My initial questions was, why did Ray Allen leave club chat? What happened? In the back of my mind, my questions was she? I wonder if she's ever going to admit to being part of club chat when they was doxing and plotting against me. And is she ever going to admit what her role was in that? That's why I say you should do an interview. Because also, I'm going to fuck about Sean. I wanted to know if you really want some type of redemption. Are you going to admit to all the fuck shit that you've done? Bottom line. That's why I wanted you to do the interview. I don't care about your information. I don't care about your personal stuff. I don't give a fuck about all that. Are you going to, or are you able to admit to your shit? And if so, are you going to admit to all of your shit? Because thus far, you the victim in this whole situation. We came for you. We all harassed you. We all bothering you. Let you tell it. Ray Allen's the victim. The old lady who got hit by the vehicle is the victim. They picking on her. Mind you, know she's one of these nasty people who do a bunch of crazy ass shit. But don't look at that. Look at the result of why she's being talked about. Look at the result of why she's being, why she was ostracized. Never mind, she undid a whole bunch of shit, and this is the past couple of weeks. She's doing this to us. Imagine what she was doing to them behind the scenes. I'm just saying, like, you look crazy as like I said, like I'm so my mind is blown. It really is because I don't understand how you don't see yourself. But if you're crazy, do you really know that you're crazy, or you look sane to yourself and look crazy as fuck to the outside world? I don't know because I'm not crazy. Hey, Deanna, baby, good morning to you. Deanna, you know she addressed me. My name in the title was not yesterday. I couldn't even hear the whole video. I'm like 2 minutes in. I'm like, this bitch is crazy. I don't get it. If you're going to do something, just do it. If you're going to, you know, file papers was not put on injunctions, attempt to do cease and desist, do it all. But make sure you have your shit in a row first. Yeah, like, I mean, my thing is, either do it or leave me the fuck alone. But keep talking about. I said, honestly, the first thing that popped in my mind is that I think that this bitch wanna. This is a commercial for her channel because it's always, oh, go back and watch my video on, or go back and watch my request or response to. Go back and watch. Girl, the ones watching your fucking videos. I couldn't even get through the first video. This last video was I couldn't even get to literally. If I go back and look at where I stopped that video at and started this one up, I guarantee you it's under 2 minutes. I guarantee you it's under 2 minutes. I guarantee you it's under 2 minutes. Because I don't have that type of energy and time. I really don't. And that's my point. That's what I asked you yesterday. If you're mad, because let's say she said in those minutes she said my comprehension skills aren't high as I think it is, but actually is higher than what you give it credit for. Because my thing is, if you're mentioning that you filed papers on 6 people, Rita's 1, Deanna's 2, Shan's 3, James is 4, on site is 5, and my name is mentioned, that's 6 people. So my question is, why did you file the papers? What was the papers for? And 5 of those people was on a panel, you mentioned. So what was those papers for? What happened? That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't. Like, if you can't even explain that in simple terms to us, either file papers or don't. Shut the fuck up. Talking to me. Exactly. But she's a victim, though. She's always a victim. She's always the victim. Always the fucking victim. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even scared. I gave a whole summation on this channel. Like, if you all go back to watch this, I gave a whole summation. I even gave her the list of questions that I would ask her if pulled into the courtroom. Baby, don't play with me. I'm not like everyone else. I don't give a fuck about you one way or the other, good, bad, or indifferent. And the funny thing about it, Ray Allen, what you think is that people hate you. Don't you realize that hate is not the opposite of love? Indifference is the opposite of love. I'm indifferent toward you, which means I don't give a fuck about you one way or the other, good, bad, or indifferent. Bitch, you could win the lottery and win $25 billion, or bitch, you could be living under the bridge. My feelings for you will be the same. But when you fuck with me, prepare to be living under the bridge. Because I'm not playing with you. Either do what you're going to do or stop. Those are your only two choices. There's either black or white. There's nothing in between with me. Either do what you're going to do or just stop. Don't stop when you get tired or when you realize that you're losing. Just stop. It doesn't make you look weak. I give you permission to stop. I'm going to stop. Like I said, this is my only video making toward you. It's not from this point on. Whatever I'm gonna treat like Rayla like I'm gonna treat the dudes on here that want to argue with me. There will be no more conversation between you and I unless it's in a court of law. Period. Like I tell the dudes, we have a conversation. Since Rayla is this shaky, scary character, thinking this one always threatening her, baby, this is not a threat at all. I am not threatening Ray Allen. I'm letting her know that I am done with this conversation. This means of communication, I'm done with. The next time I talk to Ray Allen will be in a court of law, in person. We can have a conversation. So they can figure out what her issue is, because I'm done with it. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't have time to figure out what's going on in this old bitch's mind of what's happening, what's going on. I'm going to call you a bitch, but baby, at this point, like I said, I'm not mad. I'm just done with you and your antics. Period. I'm done with your antics. It's exhausting. You're exhausting. You are exhausting for no reason. Right, right. No, the funny thing is, you're being good. It wasn't in a lotion bottle. It was straight from the tap. It was straight from the tap. That's what the article said. He said it was lotion, but it was warm. Unless you heard a beep on the microwave, why would it be warm? That's what I said too, Deanna. That's what I said. Like, that's what I said. Like, that's what I'm saying. So there's, like I said, pull up the article. It's all in the article. Articles, I'm sorry. Right. Like, they said they let her, the people heard out a moan and what's not, case may be. And they felt something warm on their face. I knew what you meant. Yeah. So don't get mad at me. That's what's written. That's what he did. That's what they testified to. It doesn't matter how many injunctions you want to file, how many. No. I'm not running like Sean. Sean is scary. I'm going to stop because I don't want to go any further with this along this line with you. Not saying I won't. What's up, Sean, baby? How you doing? And everyone else in the chat. Not saying I won't. But I'm going to stop. Hopefully that you will stop. There's no need to respond. Like I said, right now, I don't want the questions being answered. Because if you're not going to tell the truth anyway, I don't trust you. I don't trust that what you're saying is going to be the truth because you could have said it from the very beginning. When you take 3-4 weeks to answer a simple question or to hand out information, I don't trust it. Because you could have just said the information from the very beginning. You could have just said what it was from the very beginning. You didn't have to go all around the world to get to the same spot that you were at initially. And all this is because of you. You brought your business out here. You want to be seen as a tough old lady. Okay, you tough. Now what? You got it. Now what? What you gonna do with it? Is anyone scared of you on here? I don't think so. No one's on here saying, "Ooh, Ray Allen's tough. Ooh, that lady, don't mess with her." Is that what you want? No. We're saying you're a damn fool. You look ridiculous. That's what we're saying. And you think that insult, like, I think it's with the whole intelligence conversation you had, or the whole comprehension thing. I don't know why people think that you can insult me. Girl, I know who I am. I don't need a cult to tell me who I am. I don't need people to like me to tell me who I am. Like I said, I know how to present myself. I know how I'm presented to the world. How the world looked at me when I walk down the street, when I walk into a building, when I walk into a room. It's always going to be, "Ooh, who's that? Ooh, what did he do?" Always. It's their reaction. It's the energy that I bring into the room. It's the energy that I walk around with. What's up, Mia, baby? How you doing? Good morning. I've never presented myself as someone who was insecure, even with my flaws and all. See, once you embrace who you are, I told you from the very beginning, once I became who I am, I've always been. Once I embraced every aspect of myself, speech impediment, small teeth, bad skin, because that was y'all like those are the three things that y'all like to you know what I'm saying, say. Thinking that you're just gonna break me down. Girl, please. I still look better than most of y'all on here. I still have more than most of y'all on here. I still present myself better than majority of y'all on here. And the majority of y'all who talk shit about me would love to wake up to me. Not someone like me, me. The majority of y'all would love to lay down next to and wake up to me with all my flaws. Yeah, he's feeling this shit. He always does. I'm always with the shits. That's why I always carry a tissue in my pocket, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't play with me. Always. Clean up aisle 3, bitch. That's me. Always ready, always prepared. I don't know what the fuck y'all think it is or how y'all. I never came on here desperate or destitute. I never came on here begging or whining or wanting to be accepted by people. I came on here with an opinion, gave a fuck about who felt what about it, and moved the fuck on. Because what was, when you and D was in that hotel room and I first realized that y'all watched me, what did D say? Oh, he don't give a fuck. I don't, never have, never will. But you don't give a fuck because you know who you are. You don't give a fuck because you know what you present. You don't give a fuck because you are comfortable with yourself. I never came on here looking for attention. I never came on here looking to be everyone's best friend. I came on here doing my thing and move the fuck on. Either you like me or you don't. Either you accept what I'm giving or you don't. Either you feel what I'm giving or you don't. That's why numbers don't mean anything to me. I'm not here to get the most numbers or the best numbers or the most people in my chat. No, I don't need all that. I'm enough. Always have been, always will be. Raylan, you're not enough. You feel that you're not good enough. You feel that you're not enough to open up yourself to people in your real life. That's why you're so focused here on this YouTube bullshit. Because you recognize, understand, and realize that you're not enough. Who you are, what you present to the world is not enough. So you got to come on here and try to show us that you're this big, bad, well-educated individual with all these skill sets. Okay, good job. Now what? How's it working out for you in your real life? You still lonely, baby? You still upset, baby? You still gotta come on here and let you know that let us know that you getting your back blown out at the age of 75,000 years old? That's disgusting. No one wants to hear about that shit. Yeah, we know about it. Those of us who work in the industry know that old people have sex more so than young people. It's part of you going back to your primal instincts. Our primal instincts is sexual. When I worked in a nursing home was not years and years and years ago. This lady sprained her goddamn wrist masturbating so much. Right. You have no like your skill set don't even like use that shit for good. Use that shit to make some real money. Exactly. You know, it's crazy to me how we have these people who have so much going on in their real lives. When I'm not on here for a couple of days or a week or a couple weeks, 10 days, whatever it can be, I'm actually doing shit in my real life. Does it mean I'm not watching or listening to stuff that goes on here? Yes, it means that I don't care enough. It doesn't involve me. It's white noise for me. I don't have the urge to interject into the bullshit because I want to be part of something. I want to be accepted by someone. I was going to, but I was just like, yeah. I just, you know, saying, got up. You know, saying my husband went off to work last night. You know, what I'm saying, and I just milling around the house, and I was like, let me see what's going on YouTube. Then I saw my name in the title. I'm like, hold up, let me address this bitch right quick because this is stupid. Like, I'm not doing all this. This ain't gonna be a back and forth thing with me and you, girl. It's not gonna be a back and forth thing with me and you. I don't do that. Y'all know I don't do that. I made one yesterday. Just today's I said I'm done because like I said, if you're not gonna sit here and tell the truth about what your participation was, because you know when you do that, you implicate yourself. You implicate yourself. You tell us what you've done. Also, that's why this is happening to her. Oh wow, maybe okay. Now I see. But when you constantly play the victim, oh, they bothering me. Oh, they messing with my son. No one messing with your son. I don't even know that man's name. All I know about him is from the article and what you say. And you recently said that he's 52 years old. That's the only thing I know about that man. That old man's older than me. But if there's a real problem, I know what I say. I don't mind conversing with people. It's a nasty man. But yeah, like I don't like I'm saying like the question I have, like I said, all the other people was not as much as I like everyone. My question is about me. What did Food Junkie do to you? And why was my name named amongst the six people? And if you're not going to answer that, then I'd rather not have even nothing to do with you. And all that could have been answered if you chose to just either tell the whole story. It may take several hours for you, but or do an interview where a question can be asked. Who was part of this lawsuit? Why did you pass the law? All this, well, my response, no one's listening to that. No one's watching you. Girl, you get less views than me. You get less views than I do, and I don't get any views at all. Once again, I don't do it for the views. I do it to say what I need to say and move the fuck on. I'm serious. Like, I mean, I don't get any views. I know that, and I don't want them. I don't care enough about them. I've done what I'm supposed to do on here. I shot my shot on here. and I'm where I want to be on here. I don't need all that because I don't use this for any type of income whatsoever. I really truly don't. The couple dollars I may get is that's what hot Cheeto money. And when I said that previously, I meant that. I mean it today. It's hot Cheeto money. It's penny candy money. It's snacks for the week or for the month. I don't use this as any form of income to pay any bill of mine. It really is very, 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 very discretionary. That's what I want it to be because I don't want to be like a Jay Wilson or whoever else who depends on this as part of their income to pay their bills. I'm sorry, I don't need to do that. Exactly. I know how to sit up here and get numbers, be involved in all the bullshit, dropping all the names in my chats, and my titles was not calling people out, inserting myself into all the mess that had nothing to do with me. That's how you get numbers over here. That's not what I want. My plans and ideas is not even related to this sector whatsoever. It really truly isn't. I'm over this sector because I like a couple people. I like James. I like Alexander Rogers. I like Funky Dineva. I like Nika. I like Sean. Introduced to Deanna. Introduced to Rick. Introduced to, you know what I'm saying, Tracy. Introduced to Olivia the Oracle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on here because I need to be around some mess. It's fun for me. Oh, yeah, I like talking shit. Huh? I'm an adult. Excuse me? Right. Like, excuse me? I'm an adult. And I mean that in every aspect of the word. I'm an adult. Adults don't look for shit to get into. Insecure children do that, Ray Allen. Insecure children look for shit to entertain them, to get into. Adults entertain themselves. Adults work. Adults have friends outside of social media, tangible friends, tangible relationships. That's what adults do. Insecure children come online to pick, poke, and prod at people. That's why it irritates me so. Because you're not being an adult, you've been a fucking child, a petulant child at that. Crying and screaming, oh my God, what I do? Why don't they like me? Who gives a fuck? Do you like yourself? That's all that matters. Because when you wake up in the morning and look in that mirror, only person you see is yourself. And when you're not comfortable with yourself, you will always be doing stuff to try to please and appease other people. Case in example, the beef sector. I'm just saying. I think she is. I think she's back there finger popping herself. Ooh, he addressed me. Ooh, she addressed me. Oh my God, they mentioned my name. Girl, wash your hands and get up off that bed, you nasty bitch. Wash your hands, wipe yourself off, and get up off that bed, you nasty whore. I don't know if you're a whore, I'm just saying that's part of my commentary right now. But yeah, like, because I don't know anybody. I don't care as many people that I've talked to or talked about and said some shit that seen on here. You probably the worst person on here, Ray Allen. Cause like you don't understand. Like, damn, the comprehension level, the level of just I don't know. Like I said, I really am mind blown. I really am mind blown. I don't get it, but you know what? Once again, like I tell myself all the time, it's not for me to get. It's not who I am. It's not what I do. It's not what I'm about. Will I be somewhere where you've been talked about? Yes, I will be. Will I be laughing if I find it funny? Yes, I will. If will I be commenting if I want to comment on it? Yes, I will. I'm not stopping. So you have two choices. You either get over it or get past it. Either do what you need to do with all your legal expertise, or you just drop it, let it go. But you also can tell us the truth, the full story. Stop checking things out because that don't really no one's interested. Just like the whole Johnny Mac thing. No offense to Johnny Mac, but no one cares anymore. Y'all past y'all point. Your expiration date has already came. In reality, your expiration date has come with me. You like that milk that been in the refrigerator was now. It said used by the 7th. It's now the 25th. Girl, I don't got time to use that milk no more. I don't even want cereal no more. I don't even want to drink that milk with my goddamn chocolate cake. Your time has expired. You ever think that this gives you a storyline that gives you an end? Mm-mm. Have fun with it. Y'all be blessed with it. But yeah, I'm done. Like Raylan, if you're not going to either tell the complete story, tell the complete truth, and answer the questions in a manner that makes sense, I don't think that I'm gonna have to go. Like, I don't even want to go back and listen to what her response was. I told y'all, I didn't even get past 2 minutes probably. It was so much minutia and bullshit. And well, he's mad. Oh, I've asked myself, well, why is he so mad? He called me every name and names in the book. Oh my God. And I don't understand what all this high level of comprehension is. Why don't you comprehend? Girl, click. I don't got time. Definitely expired. You know when how the milk starts separating because it's so expired and you forgot to throw it out. I'm at that point with all this bullshit. I really don't care. Like I said, and what makes it bad is that the reason why her and Sean won't say what they need to say because they will implicate each other. They will implicate each other, and that's just point blank. Period. And it's okay. I know it. You know, I don't need to know the exact, let's say, details of it. But this time, I don't want to go back and forth with you either. Either I'll see you in court or have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good life. What's left of yours and what's left of mine. Or I'm going to see you in court. But when I see you in court, I'll say, if I ever see you in court, make sure your shit is together. You better get all the high class attorneys that you know, all the Supreme Court justices, all the councilmen, all the aldermen, all the garbage men, all the milkmen, whatever the fuck it is. You better get them all together and have it all in a row. Make sure that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. Because I gave you my submission. Sorry, my summation, I should say, not submission. Summation. I gave you that. I gave you the questions I'm going to ask that I want to know the answers to that need to be clarified as to why am I here? Why am I here? Oh, because you're offended? Okay, I see how you could get offended, but why are you offended by the truth? You should be more offended by what your child did. You should be more offended about your actions that you're doing, that you've been done for decades, damn near, because you're trying to defend perversion. That's why you should be offended. Not because we're discussing it, because it was found out. I don't care how it was found out. I didn't look it up. I didn't post it. It was posted. I read it. I was appalled. I discussed it. Now what? What? What's your end game, Rayala? For numbers, girl, your numbers ain't growing because it's bullshit. Your numbers ain't growing on this bullshit. Go to my channel and look at the video of my response and receipts. Girl, you don't ever have receipts. The receipt is what did you do behind the scenes with Sean? That's the receipts. And how it's relevant, it shows a pattern of behavior. Something else that the courts look at. What is your pattern of behavior, Rayala? How is it that you can constantly be attached to some bullshit? of your own making. Why is it that it's so important that you need to be seen by people? Anyway, y'all, I gotta go get my day started because this shit is ridiculous. Like I said, Ray Allen, girl, do what you gotta do. I don't really care, baby girl. I really don't. Like I said, and mad at you, I'm not at you at all. I'm not mad at all. This situation is irritating. This situation is frustrating. And the fact that you think that it's cute, funny, and you're getting something accomplished, girl, you're on ignore with me. I don't care how many times you put my name in the title. I probably won't watch it. Like I didn't even watch this last one. I really didn't. I just saw my name in the title, watch less than 2 minutes of it, and I'm just over it. If y'all choose to go over there and watch it, give her some more views over there. If you'd be so kind, let me know. Did she answer any of my questions? Did she explain to me why she put papers on anyone that was talking about it 3 or 4, 5 years ago? And why she's still mentioning people that have nothing to do with her? If she doesn't tell those things, or she ain't telling the real reason why they departed, or why she's so saddened by it. Like I said, those are things that we need to know. Because I have nothing to do with none of this. Why am I here? Why am I in this situation? Why am I being mentioned? I don't get it. But anyway, y'all have a great day. I love you guys. But as always, it's not important that I love you guys. It's um 3 times. Do something. Speed this shit up. But yeah, love you guys. But as always, it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important that you love yourself. You love someone else. You respect yourself, Rayella, and you definitely respect someone else, Rayella. Anyway, y'all have a great day, y'all. Like I said, I don't get it. I'm confused. I'm not mad. I'm not even upset. I'm confused. I'm irritated. And I understand if you may be offended by my irritation or by my confusion, but baby, you make it hard for people to understand what the fuck you're talking about. You may speak clear, but your words, your mindset, your way of communication is jumbled. And I don't know if it's due to the fact that you have mental decline. I don't know what it is with you, but you definitely need to figure it out and figure it out quick with someone else. We're not going to have this conversation ever again, Ray Allen. You have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.